All right, welcome back, guys, for another live podcast from StreamYard and Anchor. We have our friends here from Semper Hooah podcast.
Hello.
Yeah, brief little introduction. So, of course, we always have to get a little bit of bio behind people just to figure out kind of like what they're standing up for and all that. So, this was probably my funnest bio I've ever read, and I had to clear it before I can say it because I said, "Do you really want me like?" But they said, "Send it." So let's see if I cannot fuck this up, which I'll probably fuck it up. All right, so we got our man OG. If you want to raise your hand there. He's been in the Army for 19 years, few years active duty, and a shitload of playing Army one weekend a month as a reservist. I started my career in a field of military and took a sabbatical and switched to communications over a decade ago. He says he is a computer nerd, a firearms enthusiast. He enjoys long summer nights and small dimples above the woman's buttocks.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we can appreciate that. All right. Sam, he is a 5-year Marine vet. While in the Corps, I was a tank mechanic and did 4 tours in Iraq. I have been doing some contracting work in Baghdad and have been a bartender for the last 13 years.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome. His passions are cooking, cult movie classics, and getting all 6 right in the 10 ring, and I'm down for scuba. All right. So, Petey, we got PSYOP in the Army Reserves. Enjoy the feeling of a fart when it creeps up my gooch and hits the nutsack. I always love when that happens, especially the hot ones.
We were just talking about that.
His favorite command phrases, remarks complete. And then we have 2 others, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys, they rotate from here and there. John, Lancy, and J-Bot, both infantry Marine, and J-Bot was a chaplain's assistant and now is PSYOPs as well.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
Did I fuck it up too bad?
No,
man.
Good enough.
All right.
Yeah, that's the can't add that S on PSYOP. I even do it too when I text it. It's all right. PSYOPs.
PSYOPs.
Whatever.
Why do you gotta? That's is silent. Like
Are you talking to Marines when you do that?
Well, it's a useless cause what you get. Here's some purple crayons.
Here's some purple crayons. He goes, eat some purple crayons. Good shit.
That tattoo is coming forthwith.
So thank you guys so much for coming on. I'm really excited about this. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
And so let's just start out. Each of you guys have your own little specialty. How did you guys all come together? Like, how was it that, like, Semper Hooah actually came together?
Have you ever heard of Grinder?
That's how we got J-Bot.
I love it.
This spawned with OG and I getting completely shit hammered wasted one night last year.
Yeah,
actually.
so me and Sam, keep background here. Me and Sam know each other since high school, but actually didn't start hanging out till we both joined up about 20 years ago or so. And it was just when I left after AIT, and he was back from was it after your basic, right?
Yeah,
we're on leave and we're hanging out at a buddy's house.
Leave from somewhere,
and that's when we actually became friends. Like right during when Iraq kicked off and shit.
Yeah.
So and we also know Lancy from high school, which actually Lancy just joined back on our show, and I haven't seen him in 20 years, so it's pretty awesome to have him on here. And then when I got back in the reserve, when I got in the reserves, 12, 13 years ago, whatever the hell it was.
Give or take, yeah.
That's where I met little J-Bot over there. Little dude's fucking swollen. And then a few years later, Petey over here. But so me and Sam over here, I mean, every time we'd hang out, it would just be, drinking and military stories, shooting the shit. And then like a year ago or so, and I'm like, dude, we should just, do a podcast, fuck, everyone else is doing it. Why not? And he's like, oh, like you were joking about it.
Yeah. We're like, yeah, let's do it. Yeah, whatever, dude. He'll forget about this by the morning. Gets up in the morning, wakes me up on his couch, fucking hungover as all get out. He's like, dude, look at all the fucking mics I just bought, man. I'm like, so this is the thing. We're gonna do this.
Yeah, so
this is real life.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny because like originally it was just supposed to be me and him, and then once we had our first guest on, which is was Scotty, who passed away, which is awesome Marine. We went to high school with him as well, and he just kind of crept in the very first episode, And then since then we're like, oh, dude, we just gotta have guests on. And then it grew into this fucking nightmare of like a bunch of us in this room.
That's all.
But, yeah.
I love the room too. So the people who are watching this live, they don't see. So of course, being from New York, me and Zach here, we got the laws here on gun laws are absolutely retarded. They're just stupid.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. So I'm like so happy just to see, like, I'm like, oh, look at that collection. They have this wall created and it's got green lights on it, and it's just like walking to the armory.
Yeah, and basically that's what this room was originally, was my little armory, and that's when we're like, well, if we're gonna do a podcast, might as well do it in the gun room.
Yep.
Absolutely.
You're not even seeing the racks of pistols too, man.
Yeah, there's more. There's like walls all over with it.
I love it. Let me shoot this over to you, Zach. Do you have any questions or anything right up front that you can think of?
Not at the moment. Go ahead, take it over.
All right, I didn't want to jump in too much. Yeah, it's fucking amazing, guys. And I was reading your mission statement too when you guys were saying it over, and I love how so many veteran organizations and as fucked up as we are, and we talk shit about everybody else, each other and stuff. It's just our overall goals always seem to be so selfless, and we just want to help other people out.
Yeah.
Could you guys just kind of go into I read it and I can say it, but I want to hear from your guys' voice. What is your idea for your podcast, and what's your overall goal? Like, what do you want to overcome or do?
So we do give away, we sell our merch, and we have any subscriptions, whoever wants to sign up to be a supporter of a show, we give 50% of our profits to various charities. And the one we've been working with right now is Tango 3. And that one specifically deals with, it's veteran suicide. Yeah.
So through the sale of Dove Creek Kakashi Wagyu beef jerky, which is outstanding.
Oh yeah.
They're able to support.
It's so good stuff. Yeah, it's all we ran out.
We ate it all.
Oh man, game changer with cheese sauce, man.
But yeah, so the whole thing too about giving out that money, it's just to help out charities. And the end game for us here with the two is just, we're first of all having fun, right? But we want the veteran community, the military and veteran community, to have a good time listening to the show, cheer them up. It's just keep have fun and have a good time.
Right.
That's the main thing of it. And we'd love to give back to any other charity. Right now, we've just been stuck with this one because we've been personally working with them, so it's pretty awesome.
Right, because we've done Gary City's Foundation, we've done Vets,
Open Road.
Yeah.
Right?
So
one of the things that I think truly makes a difference is just by shooting the shit and have a similar story to tell, right? You build those bonds, and kind of even when you listen to Vet TV guys, right? Mikey O'Malley and all that, right? It's the social connections that we have and the unique experiences that we have that only we can share, right? Because the rest of the civilian population don't get it. It kind of helps us overcome some of those, tough moments in life.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I can't really disagree at all. It's like you said, and that's why we started this as well. Not only to get stuff off our chest, but the civilian community doesn't really understand us. So if we can educate them a little bit and explain why we are kind of the way we are, why we do what we do, it really does help them and us. And it seems like you guys are pretty much on the same path as we are.
Yeah, I mean, we're really having fun with it, though. I mean, it's therapeutic as shit too.
Yeah. Also, one of the big things we kind of started off with in the beginning with the idea of this was we wanted to kind of lend a voice to some of the people that don't necessarily get to have their voices heard so much. Like all these big podcasts out there that you hear from all the special forces guys, you hear from all the Navy SEALs, all the Delta dudes and all that. And you never really hear about the guy that was a supply clerk or
Pogues basically,
or a motor T driver.
Yeah. I mean, even though we don't have all Pogues on here, but we love, I love the comment there. That's great.
Fucking great.
But but we
love that E4 story that's overcoming adversity.
Yeah, but it's a voice. We like having the voice for the not the tip of the spear, but the rest of it. The rest of the blade, the base.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that because you know a lot of the I'll use the word civilians. They think of, oh, you're in the Army, you're in the Marines War Bridge. Oh, you just kick down doors, fucking kill people, and fucking eat trees or something. And there's so many other words that.
You watch our show, we definitely highlight our scumbag service members all the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's plenty of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like you say, like your supply clerk, like he's really important. Your like
Commo guy.
your
I mean, really
Yeah.
important.
No one
Your-
gives a
your
shit about
comm.
your comm.
Yeah, man.
your mechanics. I mean, you're not going anywhere. You're not leaving off that tarmac if you're not cleared by your 5098s and stuff. So
Yeah.
it's so important to have that. So I know, Zach, we had some funny stories, and you were telling us the one story when we were in Afghanistan. Well, you pissed off. I want to say, if I'm correct, and definitely correct me, your command sergeant major. You guys were having
The
just,
battalion commander.
Yes. Can you just go over
The
that story
battalion
real
commander I
quick with
pissed off.
them? And
Well,
see
which
if
one?
they
I did it twice.
answer.
There's two that I did twice. So we were in northern Afghanistan, Mazar Sharif, and we militaries always hurry up and wait. So we would get to the motor pool at 03 and not roll out till 07 for our mission.
Mm-hmm.
God, sounds so familiar.
Well, the battalion commander one day decided he wanted to go with us, and he wanted to go in my truck. Mind you, it was my truck. So he, I was the TC all the time. I was never the driver. I had my own driver that I wanted to drive with. He was always spot on with shit. So I get everybody together, get them all to the truck. We're all in line, ready to go. I walk the whole line, make sure everybody's got everything. And I get back to the front of the convoy, and the passenger side door, the TC door, is open. And there's the battalion commander sitting right inside the door in my seat.
It's mine.
And that's exactly what I told him. And I said, that's my seat. He's like, what do you mean? I said, I'm the TC leading this convoy, and you're in my seat. He's like, well, I'm going with you. I said, well, you got to sit in the back. There's an extra seat in the back right behind the driver. Well, he didn't like that so much.
Oh man!
After that convoy, we got back. I got pulled into the TOC, and he kind of gave me his peace of mind, which went in one ear and out the other.
Because he's wrong.
So, yeah, and I told him that on the next one, but that was the first one. So there's a bunch of more stories.
Yeah, I had a good one too. The BC comes in, he's assigned, to me as his driver. He comes in, and I install these fucking spinning hubcaps on the fucking Humvee, right? He's like, "What the fuck is this?" Right? I'm like, hey. Yeah, exactly. No S at the end, dick. Yeah. So I'm like, all right, get in, sir. Here's your gunner's harness. He's like, what are you talking about? Right. So then I had all those, the air freshener trees. I had a whole stash of them. I'm like, which flavor do you want today? Right? So what? Like, I have bourbon. I have wintergreen. I have. Like, fuck it, Mick. We're going with the bourbon. Hell yeah.
This is fucking reserves, man.
Yeah.
Remember, Monday it's someone else's.
It was crazy too because he. So I was maintenance. I was a 91 Bravo, and maintenance is separate from everybody else. So maintenance does their own shit, and nobody really fucks with maintenance. And I learned if you fuck with maintenance, it's going to be days before you get your vehicle back. And,
Deadline.
Yep. So we had QAQC behind us in Afghanistan, and they're a waste of fucking space to me, because they do less than we do. So before every mission, it would go through QAQC, and then QAQC, if there's any issues, they would send it to us. And we didn't have mission that day, but the battalion commander really wanted his Humvee. And in the Humvees, underneath the motor, there is a sensor that you can pull that won't show a code up on the scanner when you scan it as a fault code. I learned this from a Salty E7 And he says, you really want to fuck with people, just pull that sensor, and then the vehicle's gonna have to gonna be deadline, and it's gonna be there for days.
Do you remember the name of this sensor?
Yeah.
I don't, to be honest with you. I can look it up and get that for you. But he was pushing and pushing to get his Humvee back because I guess he had somewhere to be. And
I'm telling you, man, you need to tell everyone about that sensor.
Yeah.
It's got to get out there.
I was just, I don't know, something going on that day. I was so irritated that morning. I don't know if it was I missed breakfast or whatever, but so I pulled that sensor on his Humvee, and it was I milked it out for a good 3 days probably before he decided to give him his Humvee back. So yeah, nobody fucked with maintenance over there. Nobody.
Was it like Sergeant Bill when the commander comes in? He's like, "Is my vehicle ready yet?" No, you gotta.
What a great movie.
Do you know anything about cars, sir? Well,
Well, it's crazy. It's like just those small things, I feel like that's like our comedy in our sense. But anyone else in the civilian world, they're like, oh, that's really mean. No, the fuck.
No.
The mean shit is what we do with the private.
It's not mean. It's not. Everybody that came in my motor pool worked in my motor pool. I didn't care what rank you were, because in my motor pool it was first names, and there was no rank in the motor pool.
wow, this sounds
have
exactly
a
like
video.
maintenance.
Yep.
I have a video on my computer that I could send over to you guys. I had our commander changing tires.
Oh, no, respect.
That deserves a hot.
He was
Yeah.
a driver of the vehicle. Now, if anybody knows anything about the levels in maintenance, you got level 10, level 20, level 15, level 20. I'm probably off, but level 10 maintenance is driver's responsibility.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So, and he was the driver of the vehicle. Well,
I used to love making tankers do their 10 level maintenance.
Right.
oh yes.
Tank's broken. Then did you go through your 10 manual?
Apparently,
Yeah.
loan engines are
Did you read the TM?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, it is.
So he came in the motor pool, and one of the wheels were bad, and he's like, I need you to change this. Roger. So I'm like, well, it's level 10 maintenance, and level 10 maintenance is driver's responsibility. I will give you the tools here in the motor pool
Here's your TM,
to
sir.
do it. and I will supervise, but I'm not going to do it for you. That's level 10 maintenance. That's your responsibility. So he wasn't too happy about that, but I got a video of him with the impact gun taking off the tire and this and that. So
Love to see
he
that.
was cool about it after
Because
the
of this
fact.
story, this is a story that kind of gives us inspiration and hope. So, us here at Semper Hooah, we want to salute you, Zach. All right.
Fuck yeah! I don't know if you guys have heard that, but we heard it.
Across on you guys is on
No.
Team America. Shout out.
And it came up on ours.
Yeah.
I love it. Love it. That's awesome. Yeah, so that's some crazy stories, like just stuff that we get being in the military. But could you imagine? And this is just that putting it again back to that civilian life. Let's say you're working for Walmart, right? Same situation, and your supervisor blew his tire, and he said, "Hey, you gotta do this," and they're like, "No, that's yours." Well, it's crazy. Or
Fuck you, dude.
fucking quick. Fuck you. I'm out of here.
You're fucking tire, you do it.
I'll kick your fucking ass, Carrie.
Right?
I'm not gonna lie, my attitude from the military definitely carried over into civilian
no
life
shit.
in that
Oh,
regard.
yes, it did.
Yep.
Yeah. He's the worst bartender.
Oh, you want a fucking drink? Go fuck yourself. Make
A
it your
White Claw
fucking
with the
self,
vodka?
Becky.
Jameson.
Fuck it.
Yeah, man. So we still knife hand each other. Me and Zach do. Like our kids do it to each other. It's
My
just,
daughter does it.
Yeah,
Yep.
same thing with my kid too. I'm just like I think the other day I was having to do burpees, screwing in light bulbs. I mean, they're going crazy. She's pissed me off. I'm like, yep, screwing light bulbs for fucking 30 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah,
Fucking smack your boots, slap your boots.
yeah.
Hey, little fucker, have
Always
you ever koala a tree?
Quality tree. I love it.
Half right face.
That is so true though. It's awesome. One thing that's like awesome with like all of our podcasts that are like us is that it doesn't matter what background you come from, what service you're in, you all have the same mindset, the same I don't like the quality of life. Yeah, the quality of life. You know what it's like to run 15 miles. You know all that bullshit.
Except for the Navy.
Except for
Yeah.
the Navy, of course. You know.
Run? No, I was a tanker. Death before dismount, baby.
That's right.
No, yeah, I get it. Yeah.
But yeah, it's good. And the kids, the families kind of understand it as well. It was funny being like on Fort Drummond. You see like the kids standing there for the bus, and they're almost at right attention. They're right like just straight up. And you see like public school kids, and like they're like, "Holy shit, what a fucking difference!"
Yeah, big time.
But it's wild. I mean, we're very fortunate. Me and Zach are up here in upstate New York. That our county is actually very filled with a lot of good vets. I mean, we're all shitbags, but
Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
soup
okay.
sandwiches.
Same here.
But like
So-
our kids are very respectful. They know like, hey, don't step over that line because if you do, you're fucking done.
Yeah, I do. Even my daughter knows. Like, she gets pissed off when the UPS guy walks on the grass. Like, you're walking on Daddy's grass. And I'm like,
Yep.
that motherfucker is on my grass again.
How'd you feel about the delivery driver that drove through your grass?
Oh, that was bad. Yeah. That was
I
rough.
couldn't even imagine.
Oof.
I mean,
Yeah. Should
talking
be at
about
this point.
grass, that's a great point because I know me and Zach talked about this many episodes ago. There's a certain way to do everything, and me and Zach coincidentally have a certain way we mow grass. It's a certain way.
Yeah.
It's
Wonder
very
where did that come from?
Blow it on Karen's lawn.
Raking the dirt.
Yeah.
Sergeant Major lines.
mop in the rain.
Yeah.
Turn over the rocks. They're tanning too much on one side.
Speaking of which, how many NJPs do you guys have? We're kind of curious.
That's Article 15 for us, boy. Remember,
Yeah.
we
Oh,
don't call them the same thing.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
MJ.
Yeah.
Slow down.
Oh, okay.
I was very fortunate. I think I only ended up getting one.
Oh, not bad.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I tried to keep my
Two.
nose clean the best I could.
That's good. That's good. An honorable man. All right.
I made no attempt at that.
None of us did. Well, Petey's a saint.
I'm sure if I spent more time in the service, I probably would have gotten a lot more. But yeah, just the one.
That's not bad. Not bad at all.
What about you, Zach?
Mark's complete.
Eh.
Oh, an Asian porno.
Where?
No, with the delay.
Oh,
Yeah. That was perfect though.
you got me excited, man. Asian porn?
Well, just go to the combat closet and get with J-Bot.
Word.
Taken.
Get your finger out of it.
He literally came in. He's like, dude, this is so much better than tip.
Was it? Did you grab the right bottle though? Was it the Coca-Cola or was it the dip bottle? Because
Oh.
we've all
Yeah. I've done that. I've done
I was-
that.
yeah,
Oh.
all the if you haven't, you never served.
Yeah.
Fucking
I've done that once.
waking up in the barracks drunk and just needing something to drink and just grabbing in the dark and
Yep.
Oh.
You're like, all right, nobody touched this. I made this for when I come on watch later. Then later in the next morning, you go, hey, who drank my bottle?
Be right back.
And they're like, I didn't drink your bottle, but I pissed in it.
Oh no.
That did taste a little funny.
Those aren't tea leaves.
Shout out to Henry, you fucking asshole. Goddamn machine gunners, dude. Oh man.
I believe that deserves a last name drop too.
Yeah, I remember one dude. He was just a complete pain pain in everybody's ass, and they wound up just like pissing in his camelback.
Oh,
Yeah, and then you go on that fucking forced ruck march and shit.
Oh,
that's rough.
it's sterile, and he likes the taste.
Probably flavored with Chris Breeze and ice. No. You just think, wow, this iced tea tastes different.
Right?
Probably better than that chocolate pudding MRE.
Oh, yeah.
Still chunky no matter what you do.
Oh man.
Nowadays, though, you guys got some amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
I got out in 06, so I was like old.
Oh, it's got cheese and veggie omelet, bro. Oh.
They have like filet mignon.
No, we don't.
Crazy shit.
I think the tuna one's still the best.
Fucked up thing, though, is like they keep changing up the menu items, so it's like there used to be a level of predictability. You know, this one always had Skittles, or this one had fucking peanut M&Ms. Now
Yeah.
it's all fucking random.
What do we got over there?
It's all
What do we
random now.
Oh.
Yeah, what do we got?
Let's see.
Guest that got us Christmas gifts.
Here, I'll hand this one to you. I don't know if you want to rip the
Came with White Claws
off
too. It's
that.
pretty awesome.
Nice.
One is-
Let's see.
yeah. Meatballs and
this-
marinara.
This one is hash brown menu 20 hash brown potatoes with bacon, pepper, and
bacon.
onions,
That sounds pretty decent.
paired very nicely with a mango White Claw.
Yeah.
Right. when you want to get really spicy, then you take base beverage powder, 1 orange, and then dump it in.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Oh my god, dude. Oh. Oh yeah. I never shit so well in my entire life until those milkshakes came out in the MREs.
Yep.
Oh, I thought that was going in a different direction.
Yeah.
Using them as a cum rag. Gives new meaning to a wag bag.
We had this kid in Africa in our like combat training platoon, and he was like trying to trade everyone for like the pound cakes out of their MREs with water.
No.
All right.
I'll trade water for pound cake.
What?
Yeah.
But if you
Yeah.
if you eat that
This
pound
little
cake
fucking
with no
kid from like
water-
Ethiopia or some shit like that.
if you eat that pound cake with no water, you're drying up real quick. So
Yeah.
Jesus, yeah.
you know.
I hope they've gotten more moist along the years. Speaking of like Ethiopian, Nigerian, we had this kid Amadou, man. He was fucking hung like a horse, but dumb as a rock.
Well, he had to get blessed in one zone.
That's right. God give it, God take it, man. But I'm gonna do what I won't.
Yeah, it was crazy. We actually had a guy. I still remember him actually. I won't put his last name out there because he's still in, but he was
Fuck
from
There we go, Zick.
Yeah, baby.
Bassa. That was his name. And the dude was probably like mid-30s. He was like right at the cutoff. And this dude was literally like, you know, like an AIT, you do like the log lifts and you put him over.
Yeah.
He was doing the shit almost by himself. And I'm like, dude, what? Running like 10-minute miles, 10-minute 2 miles, and just fucking insane, like 340 PT skills. I'm like, dude, he goes, all we do is play soccer and run. What do you expect? I'm like, well, you got a point. 'Cause we get
Yeah, man.
Lions.
I had a guy like that when I was stationed in Germany, man. So he was like, me and him bunked up. It was tight over there, man.
I bet it was.
Yeah, bunked up.
Yeah.
How was the docking?
He was like 40 years old too, man. Oldie 4. He joined in pretty late and shit, man. Like it was fucking insane. But he didn't work out at all. Just regular PT. That's it. Which, you know, say 3 times a week. But he was just jacked as fuck, naturally like a beast, man. And he's like, all I do is just push-ups. I'm like, bullshit. Like, you gotta be fucking going to the gym. He goes, no. Yeah, I'm like, because he looked like fucking J-Bot over there, just like cock diesel motherfucker. And I'm like, you do just push-ups. Okay.
Country of origin.
Yeah. Fucking somewhere in Africa, I forgot.
Oh, okay.
East Coast.
Fucking genetics, man.
I know, man. Fucking lucky bastards.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's wild too, because like I always see like in the military, and again, this goes in all branches. You have like your skinny dudes who are the runners, and then dudes like me and Jay who are like fucking chest bigger than the fucking Pamela Anderson, but could do push-ups all day. But I couldn't run for shit. Like I was getting it. Like I was in like the 16 mark, but it was still like,
That's passing.
yeah,
That's-
for at the time for a 32-year-old, I'll take it.
yeah, I mean, yeah, dude. Shit, the older you get, man, because like I'm near the 40 mark.
Yeah.
These guys, well, J-Bot over here is 40 already and all that shit. And thank God for the new test now. It's like, what is it now for the ACFT?
For what, 2 months?
Yeah. Get the
Oh, yeah.
see, like,
Yeah.
That's after doing like 5 other fucking.
yeah, I know, but I'm like, the older I get, I'm like, I can't fucking run anymore. Like,
Yeah.
I
I was gonna ask you guys that. Do you guys, the Army guys, I guess,
Yeah.
who are selective or reserves, do you guys enjoy the newer test? Because when I was leaving it, they were kind of trying to implement it, but I was like, I was so used to the old test. I don't know.
As a fat piece of shit, yes, I do like the new test. In a way, like, because the 222s, it was just so repetitive on the body, right? And it just would break you. Here, you get enough of a break in between, and it's so different going station to station. So I actually like it more, except for that fucking leg tuck. Fuck that guy.
See-
The ball toss.
Ball toss is easy, especially for you, man. You tossing balls all the time.
to be honest too, so
I don't know. It's just hard to.
It's all in technique, right?
I get it.
Whereas like the repetition, like knocking out 2 minutes of push-ups and shit is just so strenuous on your body.
I like it, but I haven't even taken it yet. I haven't done a practice one yet, which is fucking crazy. It's I no so all right.
Yeah, that hasn't changed.
So yeah, no, we have 6 events
No,
here.
never.
We've
It
got
starts with a 3-repetition deadlift. Right?
minimum weight is what 150,
160, I think.
155, 160, something like that.
Is that
Right.
is it based off gender
No.
or anything like that?
Your minimum thing. So there is no gender differentiation except for scoring that they're talking about to put you in a different.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
All right, keep going.
Yeah, so there's
This happens a lot over here.
there's a 3-repetition deadlift. Then you go into the overhand yeet of the ball, the medicine ball, right? Which is stupid.
What's the
easy.
distance
You
on
should
that?
love that, J-Bot.
It's
You're
like
short as
6
fuck.
meters
I thought it was
for
more.
4 meters for the minimum. Like, it's stupid easy, right?
Okay.
He's retarded. And then what else do you have? Then you have a minimum of 10 T push-ups, which you get to.
I thought it was
come down.
12 or 13 or something like that.
10 is the minimum.
Is it?
Oh, trust me.
Okay, all
He
right.
knows the minimum.
Like I said, I haven't even taken it. Like, why am I even talking?
It's nice because you like come down, lay on your
You have
chest,
to-
push out to the
yeah.
T, and then come back up. You can't have more than like a second of rest, right? If they can tell that you're resting, then you're booted. But so you got that. Then you have the sprint drag carry, which for a fat fuck, I actually ran it pretty well, but it does smoke you. I mean, your legs just fucking flail out.
Yeah, because
man.
you're dragging the sled back
Drag a
and
sled, then you do a kettlebell run, then you do the side fucking booted,
The-
whatever the fuck they are, like side straddle hot shits.
and then
And
the
then a full sprint. You start off with a full sprint, then you do the other ones, and then you end with a full sprint.
then after that's what the
Then you have
The leg tuck?
The leg tuck, right?
so you gotta come up. Well, go ahead.
Go ahead. Oh,
I-
okay, whatever. So you're up on a pull-up bar, and instead of being in typical pull-up fashion, you're doing it like a sideways, like a monkey pull. So you gotta pull yourself up, elbows 90 degrees, to the ground and all that shit, and then touch your knees to your elbows.
I have completely zoned out on half of these right
Yeah, I
now.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once you're,
So-
yeah.
The leg tuck, I remember doing that in like basic. Do you guys do you have to hold it for like a certain amount of time? Because I know like in airborne school you had to hold yourself up like with a regular pull-up for a certain amount of time.
Right. So no. So you do have to start from a fully extended position, meaning you can't touch the ground, and then you got to lift yourself up until you're again upper arm is parallel to the ground, bringing your knees then up to your elbows that have to touch. And that's where I need that like extra little inch and a half.
That's what my wife said. Anyway,
And then you finish off with a 2-mile run
at 21
at
minutes.
21 minutes.
Okay.
So not too bad, but yeah, I can see where it would smoke you after a while though.
Right.
Yeah, it took us a lot of events,
And it all has to be done. It all has to be accomplished within that 90-minute time frame. So it's not like you have a long period of rest. Yeah.
I thought this was
What do you guys do for the whole time?
Well, if you got a whole company that's testing the whole time and shit, you're literally supposed to rotate it.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
well, that's for perfect score.
Yeah. I mean, my fastest time was 17:50 out of boot camp, and then it slowly digressed down to.
Yeah.
My last one was 26 minutes. Me and my buddy walked it with coffees. We had to do it to get out, and we were like, "Fuck it, let's just grab some coffee and go."
I did my last one smoking a cigarette.
Right.
Yeah.
Cheers.
And it's funny because me and Zach talk about that a lot on the podcast. Is like my whole thing was like I like using menthol cough drops, but or smoking a cigarette because it literally opens your lungs up to do better.
Yeah.
It's crazy how it works, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so I think this new test is for a general population easier to pass with bare minimum standards. It's going to be interesting in how they start ranking and scoring all this shit. But in order to get top scores, right, all your fucking PT 340 on the extended scale dudes, they're going to, I think in the 2 years of diagnostic testing that they've been doing, there's only been like 10 people to get perfect scores.
The fuck
So,
out.
I mean, it is tough to fucking, pass it.
That's gonna make it easier for a shitbag like me to have passed that.
Oh, see,
It's easy enough for everyone to pass, but if you want to excel, then you're gonna have to basically.
But I kind of get it too, right? Because you're not expecting your like fucking cyber guy or your fucking supply guy or whatever else to be like, the fucking tip of the dick, ground pounder either, right? So I kind of do understand the whole rationale, with modifying these tests in order to get more people passing. Because let's be honest, there is a recruitment shortage like a motherfucker in this country.
But should the military start modifying PT scores based on what your MLS is?
I think so, because
I think that would be leaps and bounds. It would make sense. That's probably
yeah, like what the fuck does Kama over here and be as badass as infantry?
right,
You know?
why would you need right?
If you're embedded with infantry,
Oh, shut up. I'm just as old as you. Fuck off. Just because you don't have any kids, you're fine. Like I'm old and they got kids and yeah.
But it's interesting how they one developed it and two implemented it, and then three the future of how it's going to change the military and are other branches actually going to attach this PT test and advance theirs.
nothing.
Air Force, you get to choose if you're going to run it or walk it, right? There's like so many like options available. It's like you're at fucking McDonald's and you choose number 5 on the menu.
It's like their chow hall.
I love it.
Wild, man.
Like as being a reservist, man, I love all that shit. It's so fucking like I'm not active anymore. I don't give a shit. Like that's another thing too. Being a reservist, it sucks ass to like have to bust your ass to pass like all this shit. Like because you're not getting paid to work out every goddamn day. You got your life that you're doing all that bullshit with. You're not in anymore, but you kind of are. So it makes it harder unless you're. Yeah, well, that's another reason I didn't go National Guard because they're busy as shit.
Well, they just got pulled out of Ukraine.
Yeah. They gave him free hats, little fluffy, black hats right from Putin. One signature. Fucking right up the snowbanks. They thought they were going to drum, but they fucking ended up in Russia, Moscow. It's crazy.
That's good.
I like how you guys are also like making J-Bot not talk.
You told me to shut the fuck up, and then I'm just like,
Wait, what?
when everyone else talks.
Just-
Shut up, minority.
I will say, speaking from experience, the reason why I want to keep everyone on the same field is because when I was overseas, I mean, we were going out with, obviously I was a psy-operator, so we also had like our 91 Bravos going out, couple guys going out and doing running. So just to keep the camaraderie, everyone would do PT together, and we'd all go on the same mission together. If shit hit the fan that bad, it's like we needed to depend physically on the guy next to us.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying like I was expecting everyone to fucking be playing, super soldier, but
That's why you're saying keep the same standards for everyone.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. I mean, let's not
Which I
criticize it any more than it already.
I just realized I'm looking at like how big Lancey is next to J-Bot on the camera. I just saw that.
I just realized I'm looking at like how big Lancey is next to J-Bot on the camera.
I just dropped it about my chair. I was like, he's gone.
Anyway, sorry about that. Love you.
Raise back up.
I
Yeah.
feel that someone's gonna do without being too like.
You can't sit down in the chair though. That's it. There you go.
Oh,
Let's give their show back to them now.
No, I love that. I mean, like I said, we're rolling. That's what it's about, you know what I mean?
This is kind of what we do. We just when we get into it, it gets retarded quick.
It goes off the rails real
Oh,
fast.
It's called mergers and acquisitions. Guys.
Yeah.
Well, me and Zach started the podcast. We literally just had an e-tool because we had dug so many holes. You know what I mean? We were bringing it everywhere, but sometimes I laugh about it. But we literally, so both me and Zach are in the fire department, same fire department, and we literally had a fire call in the middle of the fucking show for a barn with like, I thought I heard, and Zach, you can practice. I heard entrapment, so we're like, oh shit, we're going. So we just like shut the computer down and ran.
It's still
Get
live
finished with the
streaming.
call.
Like wife walks in, like, what's going on?
Yeah. And we shut the computer down. We fucking run out because we're like, it fully involves structure, fire, so on and so forth. We get there and somebody's goat died. So it's funny how we go back to the goat thing.
That delicious
It
goat.
always comes back to the goat.
Always.
And that's still almost one of our most famous, I'd say, but one of our most listened to podcasts. And it was that analytic right in the middle there where we had to leave. And we're like, well, unfortunately, someone's goat died. It is sad, but at least it wasn't a body, you know, an actual body. And it's just like
Bodies in a garage.
Yeah, we had a podcast like that one.
Yeah, we did. It was interesting. Yeah, fuck it, we'll say it anyway. No, so like my wife and his wife decided to go pound down a whole bottle of tequila within like the first hour of like this one episode.
And not a 750 either.
Like a fucking handle, right? They just went to ham on it. I don't know what they're doing. They were just like shooting like crazy with this thing.
Apparently, we're really big pieces of shit.
Yeah, so all of a sudden my daughter comes out. She goes, "Mommy's like dead in the garage." We're like, "All right, let's wrap this one." We solved it. You know, we bodied both the ladies. We put them both, tucked them away. And they're like, "All right, get back to that podcast." That's why we don't do live ones because things like that might happen around here every now and then.
Sometimes you just got to Charlie Mike it, right?
I mean, we're real classy people around here.
Yeah, I mean, we've had my old cat's fucking walking right in front of the screen or knocking shit over, dogs barking. But that's what we love about, especially the live shows, is because it is real life. We are real people. It's not just we're some kind of superhero type kind of scene with again editing and recording, and no, it's just this is who we are and what we do. And you know what, life throws you fuck ups and it throws you hiccups, and it's how you deal with that shit is going to get you to the next day.
We dealt with it with whiskey.
Yeah.
That gets me in trouble now. I can't do that.
It happens though. I know we got a few of us here that don't anymore. Just me right now.
I'll do my beer. That's it. Yeah. My wife just yelled at me. Yeah, it gets me put in headlocks from her. So.
Oh, that is. Wait, no, are they on that or is that California?
No, they're on that.
You guys don't get pistol grips? You can't have pistol grips up there?
For the ARs?
Yeah.
Or any, right? Nope.
No.
Has to be pinned at a 10-round mag. Has to be no bump stocks, no collapsible stocks, none of that bullshit.
Ooh.
God, it feels so fucking good in Freedom Land over here.
We're moving. We're moving.
Racking that a little bit. Oh, man.
I'd never say that about Illinois, though.
No, I know. I never thought Illinois was this bad, but luckily we don't live actually in Chicago. Oh, God, SBR.
Some of us do.
So nice. I'm not flagging.
I was like, flag.
Nah, it looks like it, but
nah, he's pointing.
I'm pointing that
over.
way.
He's pointing at the computer.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep playing with this. This is nice.
Now, obviously you guys are all located in the same area. Where can people hear you and see you, and where are you guys located out of?
Okay, so we're actually like northwest suburbs of Chicago.
Okay,
so closer to like the Wisconsin border.
Nice.
All right.
And so like our platforms, like we're on like on every podcast platform. I think we just added on Amazon Music late.
Yeah,
and then iHeartRadio even, but like Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, you name it.
You can watch our show directly on semperhooah.com.
Yeah, semper.com. Check us out on our video page there. Also on YouTube as well. That way.
We got just a little bit of merch on there if you guys are interested, or any of the listeners. Like I said, 50% of all of our proceeds go to the charities that we're supporting. So right now it's Tango 3, help those guys out with all those programs that they're running for the vets. We are working on the line of the dildo. That's coming.
Yep.
More like tuna cans, right? We feel that the market is lacking in
Tuna, yeah.
Can.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah, so we try to get out there. I think just like everybody else, right? And something eventually is going to catch on like wildfire if we're doing the right thing. So,
Yeah.
Also, our social media pages are pretty live.
Yeah, like at Semper Hooah podcast on Facebook, man. That one, we got decent followership there. I mean, people are hitting us up like crazy on this. So we're having fun with it. Obviously, you hit us up on it. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's working.
It works.
Yeah,
No,
it works.
awesome.
It works.
It's
Can't believe
crazy because we have a lot of people, on our podcast as well, guests and stuff. And again, all over the country. Some of our fun guests that we just had a blast with. Chris Marin, he was on before. Although he's not a vet, he is heavy in the music scene, and it's just something that resonates with us. Being in the military, we listen to a lot of music.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And it helps us do a lot of stuff, or just everyday stuff. We've had local people here, Michelle V. Straight. She's actually coming on next week, I think. Well, yep, next week. We got guys coming from Disgruntled Vets. We've had Redcon 1 on, Soldier
awesome.
Heart and J Deuce.
Yeah, I saw the Redcon 1
awesome
Yeah.
dudes. And it's just so good to see across the country, no matter where you are, you can have these networks and help each other out and build something good, because, the veteran network and the veteran community is so tight, and that's the way it should be, that people can understand that tight-knit community.
I love
unless-
kids.
Oh, yeah.
It's all right, man. Hey, it's all right. We get it.
That's how we do.
Yeah, we get it.
Exactly, it's real life. But yeah,
She's
just
probably
having
choking the
that
shit
network.
at somebody down there.
I love it.
What we say exactly, we own negotiate.
Hey, it's okay. We've got J-Bot does the same thing. Oh, he's getting pissed at me. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, we'd love to do like a tour, like a country tour, national tour.
Nice.
And like, I'm not gonna say every city, but at least like one state, go for like a month or something like that. Who
Yeah.
knows? And do like, our boy Chris from Boston.
A
go
month?
there.
You're fucking pushing a month.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I like it. He's like me. And
Who
then
tours
you're
in
like,
one city for a month?
Hey, we talked about that too. We wanted to buy an old AAV and outfit it as a mobile studio.
Yeah, just fucking run
Yeah,
with it,
that'll
man.
work.
Well, we're actually thinking. I was talking to Petey about this.
You
We're
need a
gonna- I'm
short
thinking about
bus,
buying
though.
I'm gonna buy a trailer and just do a whole studio instead of a trailer. We just haul around too, and yeah.
This is definitely
Yeah.
not stolen from Angry Cops and his like mobile.
The Merv.
The Merv.
Repaint it.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're going TDY.
Well, that's actually one of our things. Being reservists too.
Yo,
Like
let's do it.
a few of us here.
I'm single again.
We would love to roll up to like our AT with our like podcast fucking truck. I just bring in soldiers. Yeah, I'd be like, hey guys, come on the show. That's
Oh yeah.
some ideas we're thinking up here.
Yeah, it's so great to see the veteran community network with each other and help each other out and have fun while doing it, because
Absolutely.
we've seen and done so much shit where we could sit there and grind on all the negative and the bullshit. Well, like, why not use that as motivation to push us to be something better and have fun with it, because life's too damn short not to laugh and have fun and bust your buddy's balls,
Yeah.
Amen.
No one knows how short life can be more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, very.
We have a different, like, I get asked this all the time. Why are you so happy? Like, why are you so, like, you don't give a fuck? I'm like, because I've seen shit.
Right.
And it's not worth it. Like, it's not worth it.
We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
Put your chair up. He's gotta put his chair up, man. I can't take it seriously. I can't take him seriously.
Let's get a phone book underneath him or something.
Jesus Christ. I
We
feel
actually
like it's like
we had a
Lancey
kid
brought his
in
kid with him.
basic, and I
Sorry.
forgot what his last name was, but he was literally just made the height. I think it was like 4'10" or 4'9", something like right at the point. And at the end of the night, you're doing accountability, and you have to kneel, and they're going through, and we're going the other way, so you have to stand up. And they say his last name, and stand up. They're like, and Drill Sergeant's like, stand up, stand up. He's like, Drill Sergeant, I am. He's like, and it was like the first. So he's like, bullshit, come out here. And he runs out there like all, and he's like, shit, can I put you on his shoulders? Like, I need to see your ass. I can't see you because he was so little. But yeah, man, the rucksacks we had were like 3/4 of his size. So when he's running, like his legs were kicking the bottoms. And well, I give him credit though. He graduated. He shot expert marksmanship.
Nice.
Went to AIT and is doing great. So
That's awesome.
Let me.
yeah, I mean that's a drive,
You could have thrown him into the rock.
right?
Let me guess. He's the one that has to carry the 240 on ruck marches now.
Oh, I wish that would be awesome this game.
It's always the little guys, man.
Yeah. Yep. It is. It's crazy. So we got about 5 minutes left here.
All right. Yeah.
But guys, yeah, again, I know you sent out some of your Facebook and other information. Anywhere else we can get you besides the podcast side and the Facebook?
Instagram too at Semper Hooah. I'm trying to think. We're on TikTok. I don't even know how to work that shit though.
Nah.
Like, I put up some videos every now and then.
That's what Zach's here for because I can't.
Like,
I try and I just fuck it up.
I mean, it's this whole new social media shit. Like, I'm good with Facebook because I'm old as fuck. You know, like
MySpace.
I got my MySpace.
You
Damn
probably
straight.
still have MySpace.
Morpheus.
Where the fuck is Tom at? You know?
Yeah, he gave us everything and asked for nothing.
All right. You know.
I miss Tom.
Yeah, he was the best.
Right?
I got shoes for hands.
He gave you all the tools.
I
Yeah.
know.
He was always our friend.
Plus, your pages were so easy to make your pages back then.
Yeah,
too. Plus,
man.
you could throw
Exactly.
videos
Put your
on it, all
music
that
up
cool
on there.
You
shit.
put music to it.
Yeah, it was the
Video.
shit. Like as soon as you click on my page, it was just like, man, something depressing because it was that time of year.
Yeah.
You know?
Emo, yeah.
It's like,
Look, mine was always either the used, was the used. I forgot what song it was. I can't remember now. Or DMX Rough Riders National Anthem.
oh, that's a
Ooh,
good
yeah,
one.
Nice.
I think that was my two go-tos.
I always had a lot of Nirvana on mine because I was always been a Nirvana guy.
I think I had
so-
Natalie and Brulia on mine.
Nice.
I know,
Warren.
right?
Right.
Here we are now, entertainers. It's fucking. Why did you break up with me? Oh, I'm gonna.
She was a two-timing horn. You're better
I'm
off.
getting back in the military. I had a
There's some
happier
good
time.
strippers out there.
Oh, God, yeah.
There's some depend upon this who wants me.
Yeah. Oh, the strippers in Lawton, Oklahoma. Whoo, next to Fort Sill. God damn. Let me tell you.
All the ones outside of
Wow.
Fort Knox and outside of Loma Linda.
So many moles on their cooters. So weird.
Same genetic pool, bro.
That goes back to that goat conversation.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Crazy. Well, guys, we appreciate so much for coming
Yes,
on.
thank
It
you.
really,
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you for having us.
yeah, we'll definitely
Have to.
network again and do some.
Have to
fun
be on your
shit.
show next time.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys come over here because we don't know how to do this whole live shit stuff.
We're not that high tech.
Yeah.
All right, guys. As we always say,
All right.
stay triggered.
Stay triggered.
There you go.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, no problem, guys.